Elizabeth Warren. I'm gonna show you first what she said recently, and then we'll transition to what she said in 2007. Make up your own mind
about this. Teaching special needs kids is a calling, but I finished the first year visibly pregnant, and back in those days, it meant you didn't get invited back. That's how it was.
For what? I mean, you actually pursued that career.
I actually did. I was married at 19 and then graduated from college, actually, after I'd married. And my first year post graduation, I worked, it was in a public school system, but I worked with the children with disabilities. And I did that for a year. And then that summer, I actually didn't have the education courses, so I was on an emergency certificate, it was called. And I went back to graduate school and took a couple of courses in education and said, I don't think this is going to work out for me. And I was pregnant with my first baby. So I had a baby and stayed home for a couple of years. And I was really casting about, thinking, what am I going to do? And my husband's view of it was, stay home. We have children, we'll have more children. You'll love this. And I was very restless about it.
Now, I know that it might be shocking that a woman with no discernibly human behavioral patterns or mannerisms, who is a proven pathological liar, having misrepresented herself to be of Native American breeding for over 40 years, profiting in the millions by said misrepresentation, I know it might be shocking to consider this person might be lying about something that happened in her past, but that is indeed what's happened. I want you guys to appreciate for a second what Uncle Thunder here did for you, okay? Because to get those clips, I had to weed through just about 2 hours of Elizabeth Warren footage. So I had to subject my ears, my eyes, and my brain to 2 hours of, well, here I am, and I'm talking about this, and I wanted to get into teaching, and I'm just the fakest. She is like a mannequin from hell. Like those god-awful videos she did where she's in her kitchen just getting folksy with the people. Well, here I am in the kitchen room of the house I own. This seems to be some kind of surface here. What's it called? She asks somebody off camera. Oh, this is the island. Oh, it's sort of a kind of a counter thingy that just floats off by itself in the middle of the room. Well, I'm so glad you could all join me today, and now I'm going to have myself one beer. A beer. Glug, glug, yummy. There, I set it down, I cross my arms and lean in so as to get real with you hip kids. Oh my, that's quite a different taste in the mouth, isn't it? I mean, I have beer all the time. Well, perhaps there was something different or wrong with this particular bottle. Notably stifling a gag. Oh, and who's this that's come into the kitchen room? Why, hello, husband. Would you like to speak with these nice people who have come to see us today? Perhaps I could make you one sandwich. Perhaps a PB&J. But I mention all of this, and I mention this most recent lie, and because you know you're going to see Biden, you're going to see all these Buttigieg and people who still think they have a prayer in hell getting the nomination, tagging her on this, just going in for those jabs about her lying about this. And if it's anything like what they did to Kamala, it's going to be brutal. But I just want you to prepare yourself, because it might end up being Warren who gets tapped to run against Trump. And be prepared. Whomever the Dems select as their candidate, take your Dramamine, because once that's decided, the spin will begin. And suddenly people who've been slamming the hell out of her, attacking Biden, whoever it's going to be, are suddenly going to shift to the other foot and, oh, I love this person. They're the greatest choice we could have made. You want an example? Here's Chris Matthews in 2008, before the media had decided Obama was their guy.
You're a big Barack supporter, right, Senator?
I am. Yes, I am.
Well, name some of his legislative accomplishments. No, Senator, I want you to name some of Barack Obama's legislative accomplishments tonight if you can.
Well, what I will talk about is more about what he's offering to the American people.
What has he
right
accomplished,
now.
sir? You say you support him. Sir, you have to give me his accomplishments. You've supported him for president. You're on national television.
Well,
name his legislative accomplishments, Barack Obama, sir.
Well, I'm not going to be able to name you specific
Can you name any
items of legislative accomplishment.
Can you name anything he's accomplished as a congressman?
No, I'm not going to be able to do that tonight.
Well, that's a problem, isn't it?
Well, Well, no, I don't think it is, because I think one of the things that Senator Obama does is he inspires.
Not even the person that's here to speak on behalf of Barack Obama can list his legislative accomplishments. I've worked with Senator Clinton in and around the issue.
But let's talk about.
I want to stop and allow you to have the
things
opportunity to list the accomplishments, sir.
Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. One of the things that she does, for example, on health care, she offers that and indicates that she's offering a solution.
No, we're not talking about her accomplishments. You're supposed to be talking about it.
Okay, I'm going to have to cut this off because I've been told to, but Senator, I'm going to give you one more shot. List Barack Obama's accomplishments as a U.S. Senator now.
Well, what I'll do is I will say this to you. He will offer the ability for the United States to be a leader in the world again. He will put health care back on the front burner.
Thank you very much, U.S. Congresswoman Stephanie Tubbs Jones and State Senator from Texas, Kirk Watson.
And here's Chris Matthews after the media had decided Obama was their guy.
Always speak before Barack Obama, not after Barack Obama.
I have to tell you, it's part of reporting this case, this election. The feeling most people get when they hear a Barack Obama speech. I felt this thrill going up my leg. I mean, I don't have that too often.
Steady.
No, seriously. It's a dramatic event. He speaks about America in a way that has nothing to do with politics. It has to do with the feeling we have about our country. And that is an objective assessment.
Yeah, you know what I love about Chris Matt? He's just like all these other idiot leftist pundits. He talks without thinking. The brain doesn't even get involved. The mouth just goes. Obama just talks about how we feel about our country. And that's objective. What? No, jackass. That's kind of the exact opposite of objective. This is one of the main problems I have with the left. Matthews embodies it. He always has. They just talk and and their platform is then their credibility. Not only their own credibility, but the credibility of whatever nonsense comes burbling out of their half-drunken lips. And there, he's sitting there with that legendary whirlwind of pompous jackassery, Keith Olbermann, the proudest and most puff-chested flip-flop who-cares bullshit merchant that has ever darkened the door of a studio. But flippity-flop they will, just as soon as one of these clowns gets the party nod. And let's be real, the Democratic voter, and I know a lot of you are out there, you really shouldn't expect this party to field a decent candidate for you. They haven't done so since Kennedy. When Nancy Pelosi, we have to pass the bill so you can find out what's in it. Hey. When that person becomes the most grounded and reasonable member of a party, you may be assured that said party has gone completely insane.